Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into a story that starts with something many of us did as kids, creating a secret world all our own. For two sisters, Chloe and Mia, that secret world was a kingdom under their bed. It was their escape, a magical place called Everwood, filled with sparkling rivers, made of glitter and friendly creatures woven from stray socks. They ruled as queens, and their most trusted advisor was a brave hand King Alistair. Everwood was their sanctuary, a place where they could hide from playground bullies, scary thunderstorms, and the hushed, tense arguments of their parents drifting from downstairs. It was perfect, but as we all know, kids grow up. The years went by: high school, college, first jobs, first apartments. The world under the bed became a forgotten memory, buried under layers of real-life worries like rent, deadlines, and complicated relationships. Chloe, now a graphic designer living in the city, hadn't thought about Everwood in over a decade. The space under her sophisticated, minimalist bed frame was just for dust bunnies and a forgotten yoga mat. The magic was gone, or so she thought. One rainy Tuesday night, as Chloe was sketching at her desk, a strange sound echoed from her bedroom. It was a faint, melodic scraping, like a tiny sword being drawn from a scabbard. She ignored it at first, blaming the old building's pipes. But then she heard a voice, small but clear, and tinged with an old familiar sadness. "Your Majesty, have you forgotten your kingdom?" Chloe froze, her pencil dropping to the floor. She slowly walked to her bedroom, her heart pounding. There, standing in the sliver of light from the hallway, was him. He was no taller than her knee, clad in armor that looked suspiciously like bottle caps and tinfoil, but his eyes held a deep, ancient hurt. It was King Alistair, but he wasn't a drawing anymore. He was real, and he was not happy. "We waited," he said, his voice trembling with a mixture of loyalty and betrayal. "The rivers of glitter have dried up, the sock bunnies have unraveled. You left us." Chloe was speechless, staring at this impossible figure from her childhood. Before she could even process what was happening, Alistair gestured toward the shadows pooling under her bed. "But I have not come empty-handed," he announced, a grim smile on his face. "I have brought you a gift to remind you of what you left behind." From the darkness, something began to stir. It was a familiar shape, one Chloe hadn't seen in 20 years, but had haunted her dreams as a child. It was the Shadow Creeper, a monster they had imagined to represent their fear of the dark. But it wasn't a silly, childish drawing anymore. It was huge, its form shifting and coiling, its eyes glowing with a malevolent red light, and it wasn't alone. More shapes began to emerge from the darkness under the bed, the whispering golem made of their secret fears, the snatcher that stole happy thoughts, all the nightmares they had created and banished to the deepest corners of Everwood were back. And they were all grown up. King Alistair looked up at Chloe, his tiny face a mask of sorrowful duty. "Welcome home, Queen Chloe," he whispered. "Your monsters have missed you. What do you do when the imaginary world you abandoned comes back to haunt you, quite literally?" Chloe's forgotten kingdom isn't just a memory. It's a real place with real consequences, and its king has just declared a very personal, very terrifying war. This story is such a cool twist on the imaginary friend trope, blending childhood innocence with adult horror. What do you think happens next? Can Chloe and Mia rediscover their magic to save themselves, or are they doomed to be consumed by the nightmares they created? Let me know your theories in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more story breakdowns. See you next time.